A 40-year-old wealthy woman found a poor young man to be her boyfriend. The young man was handsome, youthful, and humorous, but the wealthy woman wanted to give up this relationship. However, the young man wanted to marry the wealthy woman. The woman listened and fell silent for a moment. She explained that they had only known each other for 6 months. They didn't really know each other well, but the young man was very confident. He believed he was the wealthy woman's destiny. The woman still didn't answer him. The next day, the young man went for a morning run. When he returned, he had picked a bouquet of wild chrysanthemums. He planned to surprise the wealthy woman. Unexpectedly, a young woman suddenly appeared. The young man looked shocked. The wealthy woman showed no expression. It turned out Annie was her daughter. Since her husband's death, their relationship had become very strained. The wealthy woman told her daughter to leave quickly. Instead, Annie asked why she had moved here.
Это мой дом. Когда хочу, тогда сюда и приезжаю. И мой, если что, тоже. Сколько перепуга, я должна уезжать.
Seeing the tension between them, the young man came over to mediate. He pointed out that the villa was large. The three of them living together wouldn't be crowded. As they were leaving, Annie smelled the fragrance of the chrysanthemums. Unexpectedly, her mother snatched them away. Annie was very angry. One afternoon, Annie saw the young man repairing a bicycle. She walked over to chat with him. She thought the young man was very impressive. Her enthusiastic compliments made the young man very happy. But Annie suddenly saw her mother upstairs. She immediately turned to leave. But her mother suddenly called out to her. She again urged her to move to another house. But Annie ignored her mother. As the wealthy woman's boyfriend, the young man could only choose to remain silent. The next day, Annie was alone on the balcony listening to music and reading. Soon she fell asleep. At that moment, the young man suddenly walked over. Looking at the scene before him, the young man quietly opened a bottle of cold soda. This made Annie very embarrassed.
Можешь оставить, мне не мешает. Я про музыку.
The young woman was happy, but at that moment, her mother was glaring at them. She then directly pulled the young man away. Before leaving, she didn't forget to remind Annie to leave quickly. Annie ignored her. She continued sunbathing. That evening, Annie was heading back to her room. Unexpectedly, she ran into the young man who had just taken a shower, and then they